My daughter and I finished washing our hands and walked out. Suddenly, the entire restroom was taken over by robbers. We hurriedly looked for a place to hide, but another robber had already blocked our escape route. I told my daughter to hide inside a wooden box under the pile of fruit because she was scared after seeing the robbers hurt someone. She dropped an orange by mistake. In that moment, the robbers immediately turned their attention to us. It looked like my daughter was about to be discovered. I quickly threw a can to distract them. Then, a life or death struggle ensued. I eventually subdued one of the robbers, but another robber arrived. He raised his gun, trying to shoot me. At that moment, the supermarket alarm went off. The robbers hurriedly fled. I quickly removed the mask from the injured robber, and to my surprise, I recognized him. He actually knew me.
It's you.
My daughter and I were sent to the hospital for checks. Fortunately, I wasn't injured. My husband, who is a resident doctor, came to comfort me, but I asked about the robber's condition. I learned that he had lost too much blood and might not survive the night. I went to the hospital door. I used the opportunity to get my husband to leave. I decided to figure something out. Why did the robber recognize me? When I approached the hospital bed, the man immediately spoke when he saw me.
It's you, Kate. Sweet of you.
I don't know you. We've never met.
Then, his heartbeat stopped. My confusion deepened. The next day when I went to school, a colleague told me that the news of my brave confrontation with the robbers had made the newspaper. Everyone thought of me as a hero, but I didn't feel happy at all. Soon after, the police contacted me. Tommy, my husband's good friend, showed me a surveillance video. He said that the robber was a professional. I'm just a weak woman. Not only did I survive, but I also turned the tables. His boss thought that my identity was suspicious. Also, the robber had an accomplice. The police still hadn't caught him. I was still in danger. Sure enough, the next day I was questioned by the sheriff. The police investigated my background. They found that the person who guaranteed my job didn't exist. And also, since I had entered the robber's hospital room, the officer suspected that I had intentionally killed the robber. I immediately denied it, and asked the police to check the surveillance. But the sheriff said there was no surveillance at the supermarket. All the cameras had been turned off. I was very confused. Didn't Tommy say there was another good surveillance video? I walked out of the police station and went to find Tommy. I found out that he had secretly destroyed the video. I began to suspect Tommy. Sure enough, on the way home, a car was quietly following me. I decided to stop the car. I cleverly shook off the tailgater, but during the evening school concert, I suddenly saw a familiar figure. I quickly followed her. We reached the teaching building, and I asked what she was doing. It turned out the person turned around and was a woman. She directly admitted that she was the escaped robber.
It really is you.
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
I wasn't planning on staying, Kate. But I know you have it.
Nope, I don't.
Then, the two of us fought. We seemed to be very familiar with each other. During the fight, the female robber pushed me into the classroom. Then, she suddenly said she was going to take my daughter. I was curious and immediately subdued her with a pencil. At that moment, Tommy suddenly ran over. Not only did he not call the police, but he also helped me deal with the body. I asked him why he was helping me. Tommy said he also needed my help. When I got home, I flipped through my daughter's sketchbook. I found several terrifying murder drawings. My intuition told me that things weren't simple. I quickly went into the house's secret passage. I took out the hidden gun. At that moment, my daughter suddenly ran in.
Mom?